afternoon. My name is Scott Rudd, the Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead.
观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎收看今天的直击美股，我是主持人张叔，在纽约向您问好。周二美股收低，我们看到今天无疑是财报季最忙碌的一天，有一大波的财报向我们的市场袭来，但是并不是所有财报都非常的令人满意，因此也是使得今天的市场似乎有点没有方向性。但另外一方面，我们看到原油也是在持续的下跌当中，虽然并没有跌破关键的位置，但是这样子一个下跌的原油也是给市场造成了一些压力。而在宏观经济数据方面，今天发布了最新一个季度的消费者信心指数，仅有98.6，而这也是比预期的101要少了一些，而相信这样子一个数字呢，也是引发了市场对于美联储下一步究竟会如何行动的更多的关注。而在下一周一呢，美联储将要举行11月份的一个利率会议，而在此次会议上，市场的普遍预期是美联储不会加息，但是一系列的联储官员近期是出来讲话，也是表明了自己的态度。美联储副主席 Fisher 他就在一个讲话中公开表示，当前之所以美联储加息会比较纠结，原因是因为他们在寻找一个投资与储蓄相平衡的这样子一个均线，而这样子一个均线呢，无疑是由包括像利率啊，包括像完全就业市场这样子一些更多的因素来决定的，因此决定并没有那么的简单。再加上当前美国的经济增长率依然不是非常理想，也是使得联储是放缓了步伐。好的，更多的消息和机会，让我们来一块儿看一下今天的交易员访谈。Hi Scott, your stocks traded lower today as we're still in this 2140 level. It doesn't seem like many things have changed. So which level should we break to make some move here?
Well, the same way we couldn't break out to the upside yet. I feel like we're not going to really do it to the downside. I guess some earnings can change that. All in all, it's still a lot of the same with the S&P cash. You look at the chart here. You still have levels to go on. Here's your old resistance that we've been talking about. Came back and retested it right here. The bears couldn't get any downside, so that's what rallied us. Where we rallied back into, we've rallied right back into the 50-day. And for now, we're not able to get above that. So is it the end of the world that we had a down day? No. Okay, we did come from this lower level the past few sessions, right? Here was one low, higher low, higher low. So I would say tomorrow there's some breathing room here, but I would think that this area needs to hold-ish in order to create maybe another higher low to then get a little bit more juice for at some point to break above this. So at this point, filled the gap. So some guys might have got stopped out of longs, and now I guess we'll see what happens with Apple and some of the earnings.
And today, the tech sector took a day off as it already extended for several days, so it's understandable. But before the Apple earnings, what's your focus right now?
Well, in the morning note, I talked about how Facebook, multiple days up, Amazon, multiple days up, Google, multiple days up, Netflix, multiple days up. So it made sense to let them breathe. What do I mean by letting them breathe? And what do I mean by multiple days up? Well, here you go. Facebook broke above this resistance level, okay, prior to earnings. So having a day off in this upper end of the range, not that big of a deal. It's still extended from the 8-day and the 21-day, so that's actually healthier. Google shook the tree a little bit more, but also gave you this pre-earnings move, so that's why it came in flat today. You look at where it broke out from, and then it retested right here, and all of a sudden came back in a little bit, but again, still hasn't had earnings yet, still in this trend. As far as Amazon's concerned, Amazon also just had a really big move from 811. So, holding up here near old resistance prior to earnings is not the end of the world. You want to have exits and entries in the right fashion. Here was your entry, and then here might be a little bit of an exit, and then we'll see how it holds in there. And ultimately, Apple, we'll see, 430. Okay, we'll see how it dictates the tape. Right now, I'm flat Apple. If it all of a sudden reports, decent report and good guidance, I will be buying as much as I can through 118.69. Okay, next level in Apple after hours is about $5 higher, which is also the measured move. So if it does come in line and guidance is good, which I think the guidance is going to be good, I'm just not sure about the quarter, you could see a move towards this 124. If they miss, okay, or the headline isn't good, I think I'm going to be looking to buy it anywhere clear near this 110 to 112. So this is my play, which I put a chart on Twitter. If you want to look, goes right through the pivot. You're a buyer. Into here's resistance. If they miss on the headline and it comes in, I think that you might be able to buy it here and then listen for the guidance, because I think the guidance is going to be better than in the past when they sandbag it.
Okay. On the other hand, metals bounce back from the lower range. Is it real, or is it just like a dead cat bounce, considering the expectation on raising the rate?
You know what? Metals to me are very choppy. Some guys trade them all the time. I trade them when they're compelling. You know, you look at the GDX, which is the miners, okay? Basically very choppy. We know when the trend changed. The trend changed all the way up here. We know when it retested the trend, okay, and then when it broke. So now down here, it's trying to give you a lower level trade. Some guys made some good money, okay, down here when it cleared this lower level. What's a lower level pivot? A lower level pivot is something like this. Day 1, day 2, day 3. They shook the tree yesterday and then kind of engulfed it. So I think it's hard to be long or short, but if this were to trade above $24.99, you could at least get a gap fill and maybe even test the 50-day, which has been curling down. We've been below the 50-day for quite some time. So until this gets reclaimed, take trades both ways. Maybe you're a buyer here and you're a seller there.
What we have for today?
Yes, we're always running out of time. So if you want more, make sure to buy Red All Access in the morning, real time, 20 to 25 different stock sectors with what they could be doing, how to react when the market opens that can make you cash flow.
好的，感谢您的收看，我们明天再见。